Armadillo eggs, heat of the drum style. Stick around, I'll show you how. And welcome back to Heat of the Drum. My name is Steve. Today we're doing armadillo eggs, or at least my take on armadillo eggs. So, first thing we need to do is make a rub and get our cream cheese mixture prepped. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, let's go over the ingredients for the rub we're going to use today. This is a Southwestern inspired rub. And what we have here is 2 teaspoons of dark chili powder, 2 tablespoons of paprika, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of coarse black pepper, 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, 1 teaspoon oregano leaves, and what I have here is 2 tablespoons of packed light brown sugar. Let's get that all combined in this bowl right here and get it mixed up. And let's get that mixed up. And when you're done, it'll look like that. Okay, so let's talk the cream cheese filling. Now what I had was 5 jalapenos that I have diced up into about probably little 1/4-inch pieces right there. And in case you've never cut up a jalapeno, I'll show you the way I do it. I just cut the top off, slice it in half. I slice it again, and then I just simply fillet off the inside like that. And you can get as clean with it as, as you would like, as far as getting those ribs out of there. That one's done. Go ahead and get these other 3 knocked out. It's very simple, really easy. And you can use how many jalapenos you want, but I went with 5 because these were pretty big. And then what I do is I'll just come in here. I will cut this into 3 strips and then just start on one end and cut my little 1/4-inch chunks. Just like that. And we got them all diced up now. So let's talk cream cheese. We're just going to use about 1.5 blocks of cream cheese here. So let's get that open. And we'll go ahead and get this one right on in there. Just like that. And that's been softened. It's been sitting out room temperature. This guy here, I'm just going to chop him right in half. Like that. And get him on out of there. Just like that. And what I'm going to combine to that cream cheese is 4 ounces of shredded. This is just a mild cheddar that came in block form and I shredded my own. I always shred my own cheese. So we're going to go ahead and add that in there. Our rub that we just made, going to go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of the rub in there. And then we have the 5 diced jalapenos. Go ahead and add those in there. And now we get to mix it all. And it'll look like that. Now what I've done here is just rolled out a piece of saran wrap. And then we're just going to come in here with our mixture and put it right in the center. Try to evenly stagger it best we can. Come on, baby. And we'll go ahead and get all this out of here. And this is going to get messy. I'm just going to get in here with my hands. And we're just going to try to kind of even this out the best we can. Until it's about the even thickness all the way down. And that looks pretty good. I'm going to take these messy gloves off. Because now what we're going to do is we're just going to come up with this saran wrap, just like this. Bring this one in best we can. Get kind of tight. And now we can really mold it to what we want. Try to even it out. And you're just trying to get it as consistent as you can. Give it some roll action. Basically, you formed a big long sausage. And now this will go in the freezer for 2 hours. All right, now it's time to make our meat mixture. And what I have here is just 1 pound of hot breakfast sausage and 1 pound of just plain breakfast sausage. Brand doesn't matter, whatever you can get your hands on. I just happen to get my hands on some Bob Evans, so that's what I'm rolling with today. So what I'm going to do is put these in a bowl and get them all mixed together. So we'll do that first. There's that guy. And I'm just going to get right in there with my hands and get these all mixed up together. First, I'll just kind of break them apart a little bit. And that should be good right there. Okay, we got our meat mixed up. I divided it up into about 5 equal portions. And here is our frozen cream cheese log from earlier. So what I need to do is get this unwrapped now. And I will cut this into 5 even portions. Okay, so we're going to go a little longer than that. So we're going to go about here. 1, 2, and I guesstimate 3, and we'll just half this one right here. 4, 5. There's our 5 logs. go ahead and get this plastic out of here now. We don't need that no more. This one broke in half, but that's fine. It's all going to melt together anyway. I just freeze it so that it's easier to work with, because otherwise it would be a nightmare. There's our 5 portions. Let's go ahead and get them wrapped. We'll just start with our meat mixture and start wrapping them. And we're just trying to cover them the best we can all the way around. And you just keep working them. Just don't want no exposed cream cheese. So it looks like that. That's one. Go ahead and like I said, no exposed cream cheese, so make sure you're all the way around them. And you can get kind of a feel for it on how it's looking and feeling right there. That's what you're after. Let me go ahead and knock these other 3 out. Okay, as you can see, we got all 5 of them wrapped with the sausage mixture. Now we're going to go ahead and start getting our bacon on there. So I got a pack of bacon. Just going to grab one and start going for it. I like to always wrap the end first, and then come up and start wrapping around. Just a slight overlap. Now these are more than likely going to take 1 piece of bacon, as you can tell. I do have another backup pack. See how far these get us. Oh yeah. These are going to be about three pieces per. Trying to totally get it wrapped just like that. That is perfect. Let's go ahead and work on these others. Start with wrapping the end first, and then I'll just make a 90-degree turn and just start wrapping around just like that. And this is just regular thin cut bacon. This is not thick cut. And like I said, just trying to do a slight overlap, nothing crazy. Trying to protect the sausage. This is a bigger guy here. Have to throw a little bit more on him. So what I'll do is I'll back off, come in like such, and then I'll just finish my wrap. Like that. Yeah, he was the biggest one right there. So, and here we have it. That worked out perfect with just using that 1 pack of bacon. So this is our rub we made earlier. I just transferred it into a shaker bottle, and now we're going to season the outsides. Ooh, wait, this rub smells good. Okay, now these guys are going to go back in the fridge to hang out while we get the drum smoker fired up. And what I have here is a mixture of Kingsford and looks like the last of my Royal Oak lump, and mostly Kingsford in the chimney there. But I am going to add some cherry wood. So let's go ahead and get that in there. Moved around a little bit. Let's go ahead and get our basket in. Okay, we're going to get that chimney. Well, the chimney's going now. We're going to let that go for about 20 minutes and then work on dialing the temperature of this drum in. Our target temp today is shooting for around 275, give or take. I'll take anything in that range. So let's get this chimney going, and I'll bring you back when I dump. Okay, I'm seeing some flame. Let's get this thing dumped. And let's go ahead and set this thing up. First, we're going to come in with our lower level. Just like that. Our restrictor. I got a bowl of hot water. We're cooking on the top tonight, top shelf. So we just need the one grate. Go ahead and get our thermometer in there. It's been 7 minutes. Let's go ahead and get this lid on. Okay, we got the lid on now. Now we're just going to work on getting this thing up to temp. And before too long here, I will be setting my damper down below, and then we'll really be working on dialing this thing in. So those of you that have followed my channel before know that I just have the one central damper right here. And what I do is I just come in here and I measure the gap. And wow, I got it right on the first try. That's exactly what I'm looking for today, 3/8 of an inch. And if any of you guys are interested in building a drum smoker just like this, I put together a step-by-step guide video that'll walk you through every step to make one of these. So if you're new to trying to get into smokers and you want to kind of get your feet wet, drum smoker's the way to go. You know, you can make them for fraction of the price of what you would pay for one of these or pay for an offset or something like that. And then you can get in the barbecue game. So check out that video. It's a step-by-step guide. Okay, it is time. Let's do this. And look at these guys. They've been hanging out in the fridge while we got the smoker ready. And they are ready to go on. Man, look at that color. These things are going to be tasty. So let's go ahead and start putting them on. I think we'll do these this way. Just like that. And let's get the lid back on. All right, so now what's going to happen is we're going to let these things cook for 45 minutes. We're not going to peek at them, not do anything. 45 minutes, we're going to go ahead and rotate them and take a look at them. See you then. All right, that's 45 minutes. It's time to get a look at these things. We're going to rotate. We're going to put a thermometer in and just see how things are going. Let's get a look at these bad boys. Oh, yeah. Look at that. So I'm going to reach in here and get my thermometer moved. We're just going to rotate these around just like that. Get this thermometer back in. Now what I want to do is come in here to the center one. I want to see what's going on inside here. And actually I'm going to, let me bring it this way. Now I just want to get inside there and see what's going on. And let's get the lid back on. So those are reading 131 internal. Now what I want to do is I want to take these to right around 160. At 160, we're going to start the crisping process up on that bacon and try to get it more crispy. But in the meantime, we're going to get this Head Country Apple Habanero barbecue sauce in this little cast iron dish and on that smoker so that can start heating up. Because after we crisp up that bacon, we're going to go ahead and put some of this Apple Habanero on those. So let's get it on. And we're going to move pretty quick here. And we'll just set it over here for now. And that'll be fine. Okay, we just hit at 160. Let's start the crisping process, and I'll show you how I do that. Then I'm going to take this thermometer out of this center one because we no longer need that. We're where we need to be on that, so let's get that out of there. I am going to quickly stir this sauce while I have a chance and get a lid on that. Now what I want to do here is go ahead and get this top rack off of here. And then I'm going to reach in here and pull that water bowl out of there. I no longer need that. And we're going to reach in here and take this restrictor out. We no longer need that neither. And then what we're going to do, reach over here and grab this. What we're going to do is put this back in here now. And I'm going to go ahead and rotate it one more time like this since I got it open. And now we're going to start crisping up that bacon. So let's get the lid back on. And I'm going to reach down here and close that bottom damper. You can see down there now I just closed it. And we're going to be checking these every 2 minutes. Okay, it's been 2 minutes. Let's go ahead. We're going to start rotating these around now. You can see they are already looking good. And we're just going to flip them around. Look at that. Woo-wee. Bad day to run out of rubber gloves. Just like that. And we'll try to rotate him up so he can kind of, so that bacon stays on there. All right, let's go ahead and get them shut. And like I said, every 2 minutes, the timer goes off, I'm going to rotate. And just keep doing that until they're where I want them to be. And then we're going to add that barbecue apple habanero sauce on there. Okay, here we go. It's been another 2 minutes. Let's check them out. And this will get smoky. You're rendering down bacon fat in there. And I'll tell you what, wow. I'm going to try to get these on their sides. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, they're starting to let loose. So we want to watch that. We want them crispy, but we don't want to lose our filling. So there's a fine line. These are looking great. Look at that. And we're going to give it another 2 minutes, and we are going to glaze these with that barbecue sauce. Okay, it's been another 2 minutes. Let's check it out. Oh, yeah. There's just one more side I'd like to get. To go one more rotation if we can. Man. Yeah, let's get him back over right like that. We are really close. He's going to lay like that. And we'll get him back over like that. These are really close. And the lid back on. Okay, we're going to start glazing after this next 2 minutes right here. And as you can see, that thing will continue to cook. Even though you got that damper down below closed, it's still, that bacon grease is like gasoline down there on them coals. So they're still going to go. All right, it's time to get some sauce on these things. If you guys only had smell-o-vision, and you could smell this because it smells really good. Let's get the lid off. And it is time. Look at these things. Let's go ahead and start basting them. And all we're doing is just getting a little flavor on them. A little more flavor, I should say, because these are going to taste fantastic. All right, we just got the first coating of barbecue sauce on there. We're going to give it 2 more minutes. We're going to rotate, hit the other side, 2 more minutes, and these things are coming off. And this will be the last flip. Look at these things, man. Oh yeah, we're starting to lose some filling. But remember, these things were packed full. So it's understandable to lose a little of the filling, but there's a lot in there, my friends. Let's go ahead and get this side coated. It smells so good. And 2 more minutes. All right, it's been 2 more minutes. These are coming off. Oh, look at this one here. He's trying to explode. Let's get these off. Look at these. Look at this one. This guy here. Look at him. Okay, we are done with the smoker. Put these gloves over here. And all we're going to do now is go ahead and bring those things in. And we're just going to Lightly tint them. If you were to cut into those things now, it'd be like molten lava in there. And we need to let that relax a little bit. So 10 minutes and we'll check on them. There's only one thing left to do is sample these things. And before I do that, let me just thank everybody that's liked and subscribed and been watching these videos. We're going to keep the train rolling. We're going to be coming up with some good recipes that hopefully you'll enjoy and something you can do on a drum smoker or any smoker. Now, before I sample these, what I want to do is just do a little recap. So we came out and early, 2 hours early, we came out, we made our rub, and we made our cream cheese jalapeno mixture and got that squeezed out into a log in that saran wrap and got it in the freezer for 2 hours. After that, we came out, we mixed our sausages together, a hot and a regular breakfast sausage, and then we got out that frozen log of cream cheese and we cut it into 5 sections. And then we just wrapped the sausage around there. Then we wrapped our bacon around. And then that rub that we had put in the cream cheese mixture earlier, we coated the outside of the bacon with that. Then once we got the drum up to temp, the new drum, I might add, that I just built, we went ahead and put them on there and we smoked them. We smoked them till they were internal 160. At 160, we started the bacon crisping process that I will normally do on my drum smokers. There at the last couple 2-minute rotations, we glazed with the barbecue sauce that we had on for quite a while, heating up. So that was nice and hot, and we were able to get that on there and glaze those. And now there's nothing left to do but go ahead and cut into one of these bad boys and give it a try. So let's do that. All right, let's go ahead and cut into one of these. Here, let's take this one right here in the front and see how he's doing. And you can see how that is done perfectly. And now you're not going to bite in there and pull out a big chunk of jalapeno. It's already diced up and ready to go for you. Let's go ahead and cut it. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Hey, nobody said they weren't messy. Mm. 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 Oh, wow. Look at that. And like I said, nobody said they weren't messy, but I'll tell you what, man, are they good. Everything mixes well together, the bacon, it's pretty balanced. It's really good. The jalapenos are not too spicy. They're perfect. And then we coat it with this Apple Habanero BBQ sauce from Head Country, and it's not spicy at all. It's a little heat and a little sweet, and it balances these out. And that was the first thing I've made in this new smoker. I wanted something bacony. I really wanted to get it seasoned good, and I'm glad I chose these. You can do this too. Till the next time I see you on Heat of the Drum. Now I'm going to finish this one off. Really good.